Okay. Alright. So we're transmitting live now. Theoretically. And I'm closing up every program I can right now. Alright. So everything is as turned off as I can still transmit and everything. Oops. I keep forgetting that people can hear me when I'm not pushing the push to talk. So is it still as sluggish? Oh, is it still as sluggish? What are you doing? What are you doing? They're all still sitting there on the desktop. Did you need something else? Oh, I didn't see you click save or anything, so I didn't know what you're talking about. Sorry. It's because you haven't put a cursor there yet. You just okay. I will call it Jupe Coach. Jupe Coach 00. Dot blend. Hey, I can name it whatever I want. So save. Done. Yes, I am. I can lower the resolution if you'd like me to lower the resolution. But yeah, I'm on widescreen and I'm on high resolution. The good thing is now I can actually record your voice and you won't be able to hear it because I'm on push to talk. Say hi to the internet. Actually, let me make it a little louder so they can hear you really well, since you made me turn it really low. I'll have to try really hard not to cough also. So, what are we doing now?
I am going to detach the coach mesh from its skeleton, and then get rid of and then hide the mesh. It's sometimes handy to keep it. So as we did earlier, I'm just deleting it.
Okay, so we're
parenting by deleting it down here.
We're unparenting this just like we did the Sailor Jupiter one. And then we're going to go ahead and
Also
hide
an
it.
extra step. Oh wait, it already did it. No wait, what did it do? Oh, it moved it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You see how it shows in the outline here a little wrench for modifiers?
Uh-huh.
It's also down here in its properties window.
What you doing with
A little
Coach?
sluggish here. I'm trying to widen this area on the right. I can't get it to change the cursor. You might have to do it.
You're having it selected on Coach right now, that's why. See how Coach is moving around?
Yeah, it's complete nonsense. I don't know what it's doing.
I'm just going to drop it and then Control Z. That good enough?
Yeah. Now we can see all the full name. Okay, so here it says armature, and it's connected to the coach skeleton. So we're just going to delete that from here. And now we'll just hide the coach mesh.
Okay, so to do that we had to push on the little wrench, right? And then just push delete, essentially, that's it.
Yeah, you can rewind and find out.
You're so sweet.
So select the mesh, our custom one. Hold down shift and click on the skeleton.
Okay, so I'm assuming we're joint clicking both together.
Well, at
Shifting
least
click.
that was supposed to work. I don't know what it's doing.
I shift and clicked and it didn't do anything on my end either.
It's also showing that the Jupiter mesh also has its own armature modifier. So get rid of that one too.
Alright. Okie dokie.
It is not accepting my left click.
There you go. I did it for you. You may want to make sure you check your log me in. You may want to make sure and check your log me in settings. Make sure they're ideal for what you're trying to do here, because it might be trying to keep up with things it doesn't need to. You know.
I guess it just seemed to stop suddenly.
Well, I'm having to push caps lock to speak, but I don't think it's affecting it. Just tell me what to do and I'll try and do it. That?
Yeah, that looks good. Now, move the cursor to the 3D window like I just did, and then press Control P. Yeah, there we go. Now go down to with automatic weights. And click and hope it does something.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to test that it actually set up stuff.
So we're gonna test that it set up stuff. So he's clicking on the curve thing again so he can get that little round thing to see if he can move the leg. And success. So we have success on that, but she's still going to animate really fucked up in Left 4 Dead 2, right?
Well, somewhat, yeah.
Especially it looks like on the hands, because the hands aren't anywhere near each other.
It's always a good time to save.
You want me to make it a 1?
I should have done it for me. But yeah, make it a 1.
Done. Oh dear.
No. It's a little menu that says SMD DMX export mode. That's the name of the menu. And you have these two options. I have no idea what this scene as configured does, but I wouldn't use it for now since I don't know what it does.
Alright, so make sure.
If you don't have the mesh properly selected, it will not show this option, the one that's highlighted. But you want this one. You want to save it as this SMD.
Okay. So make sure that you choose Sailor Jupiter Mesh SMD. Yep, makes sense.
So here, because it's the first time we're saving, exporting, it's asking us where. So all you have to do is, if this is the right place, which it is, and then we just click on the export.
So it's going to ask you where it wants to export. Since this is the right place, you just go ahead and click export and it'll be good to go.
Okay, presumably it exported.
No, we assume that it exported.
Now the fun part, and I'll let you do that.
Okay. Go ahead and minimize.
Oh, right. We'd have to write batch file or something so we can view it.
What do you mean?
What we want to do now is actually try to compile it so we can. And now I'm getting feedback on myself. Oh, because you were talking synced on this one.
Yep.
So yeah, in the works, wherever you have to. Okay, now in here we want to. Yeah. I'm trying to think of the quickest way to do this.
So he's trying to decide the quickest way, I guess, to take the next step, which is, I assume, to recompile.
Okay. Open up a text editor like Notepad++, and I'll copy paste the a bat file text.
Okay. Okay, hold on, just give me 1 second, alright?
Yeah, meanwhile I'm looking through my file system to get the bat file.
One hex editor opened up. I'm going to go on back to the Jupyter. Okay. Excuse me. Had to clear my throat, had to yawn, had to talk to my
Is there
phone.
a way to transfer a file to you?
You mean beyond normal transfer methods? You can start up a log me in chat with me. I'm just copy pasting something, or do you need a whole file?
Goodness, I for some reason can't stand that one either.
Yeah.
Notepad++ actually has a hex editing option. I tend to use that. But that's
Okay.
not what we want. We want a text editor.
Oh, just normal text editor. I'm sorry. Oh, just a normal text editor. I'm sorry. I misunderstood what you meant.
Yeah.
You have a
All
problem
right,
with
let's see what
Notepad?
happens.
I have Notepad++ if you need me to find it. I just don't remember where I put it.
Oh, it's not gonna.
I have Notepad++ if you want me to find it. I just don't remember where I put it.
No, I'm just thinking, how can I copy paste it to you?
There's a chat option in LogMeIn. If you go to logmein.com, the window you have open, there's a one of the buttons allows you to start up a chat with the person that you're speaking with.
Yeah, I thought I just did that. Oh, it's in the toolbar. Hold on. Oh boy.
Sorry for the random silences, by the way. I'm having a cough. And I keep forgetting that I should be doing commentary and things like that. Isn't that a very lovely background? Ooh, Halloween. I really like horror stuff. So I get into Halloween stuff really early. House is already decorated. I was actually telling one of my friends the other day that there were no lights on in the house and I had to go to the kitchen. I was walking around with a haunted house candelabra.
Yeah, that's not working.
Okay, so we are going to go and you're going to email me a file instead.
Yes.
Now all of the internet world can see my email address.
No, I'm not gonna email it to you.
Okay, why?
Yeah, I'm gonna upload it.
I'm guessing this is something fancy that you know how to do that I don't.
Yeah, except it's not.
You cut out horribly. I have no idea what you just said.
Yeah, I'm just taking a month to upload it.
No problem.
La 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 la.
We're just going to look at my beautiful pumpkin background while we wait. I was telling the non-existent viewers right now about how the house is already decorated for Halloween and how I had to walk into the kitchen the other day and the lights were all off and I didn't want to turn any lights on. So I grabbed a candelabra from the decorations and was walking around the house. It was very Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh my. Wow, Google is such a pain with trying to upload anything with exe or bat.
Yeah, that's why I have to
That
stick
makes
things into zip files.
Yeah. Do you use 7-zip?
I have WinZip. It'll open anything, so it's fine.
Let's see about that. Alright, let's see.
So you are emailing me something then?
Yeah, my Gmail probably would have done the same thing too. Or complained the same.
I don't know where your anything is, Mr. Tin Man. I don't know where your anything is, Mr. Tin Man. I keep talking to myself and forgetting to push the control button.
Ah.
I can turn off push to talk real quick, actually, if you're fine with that.
Yeah. See, how am I
Oh,
supposed
wait,
to
no.
copy-paste anything to you?
Then you'll be able to hear it yourself. What? I said just put it in a zip file and email it to me. I don't understand why this is becoming the process it is.
Alright, well, what is your email then?
I had it typed in.
Because this stupid log me in won't allow me to copy-paste it. I still have to do that. Alright. I guess I could have guessed that.
You totally could have guessed that.
Gee, how do I write an email? Oh, yeah.
If push goes to shove, you could send. Oh no, you can't send the email from my computer. Eventually, I will figure out how to do my line in and my microphone at the same time, but the virtual audio cable isn't working, and the actual physical audio cable isn't working. So I think it has something to do with my sound card itself deciding what's good for me. So I apologize for Zek's quality and how he sounds like he's on the moon and is probably very, very soft, and I am sorry about that. I tried to repeat the important parts, so if it's super duper redundant, I am sorry about that as well. I just cannot apologize enough tonight. How's it going, Spaceman?
What?
Because of your voice quality.
Alright, I just sent the email.
Alright, I'll check it in half a second here.
I might have even properly attached the...
Okay. Sorry, I had to mute for a second there, because...
So while we wait for the email... Oh. As I switch back to see you checking stuff.
Get to see all my porn spam, like the fuck book.
Of course. Oh my. Wait, it's safe. Just don't double click it without looking at it.
Yeah, so much porn. Alright, so I'm gonna drag this into my... We'll just do it under the mod apps. Make it its own little mod app.
No. No. You should put it under where the SMD is.
I'll just copy it from here to the SMDs.
There you go. Yeah, because we need to make one little change so it's appropriate for your stuff. Decompiled. No.
I'm not editing it?
Not yet. You have it in the wrong
Okay.
spot.
Oh, right, decompiled.
You need to put it
Right.
with the S.
Right, sorry. Now I'm editing it?
Yeah.
Okay, now what?
Oh my gosh, I'll let you do it. You want to change Zoe underscore star green to coach underscore. Yeah, you're catching up. Very nice. Now, file, save, close the window.
Don't I
yeah,
need to
you'll
change
probably have
these?
to luck with that too. Yeah. You so smart. But I set it all up so it's easy. You have to do it in one spot.
So that's it?
Yeah, ignore all that. That's all my cool stuff.
Save, close, and run?
Now, whatever it is. Okay. Now we have to set up your files that they actually are called correctly. See where it says mdl_decompiler.qc?
Yep.
Copy that 3 times.
Oh dear.
And probably one more time. Alright. Now choose one of them and let's rename it.
Ah! Sorry, didn't mean to double click.
Coach underscore Sailor Jupiter underscore world.
I'm sorry, you cut out at the end there. What was that last part?
Oh, one. WORLD. Okay, and it should be .qci. Oops. Yeah. Okay. The other two will be Coach Sailor Jupiter underscore world and then underscore HLMV for one of them. Capitalization doesn't matter except for readers. Like you and me. Yeah, just like
Yep.
Except instead of underscore HMLV, it should be underscore world underscore HLV. It'll make sense later. Good? Okay, so the last one will be, yeah, just like that. And L4D2. And so what we're doing is we're setting up these files so that you can easily create a custom model that you can view in HLMV without doing that nonsense hex editing.
Okay, so we're
So we
naming
have
it these
2
things so
separate
we can...
QC files because one will create it for survivor underscore coach.mdl, and that's what you would put in the VPK. But this HLMV we're going to set up so that it creates a different one that you can just easily view in HLMV without doing anything. Make sense? Well,
Yep.
will make sense.
Well, sort of makes sense, yeah. So essentially what we're doing is we're just making a temporary version that we can view in HLMV.
Those top 3 files in Notepad++. Okay. Select all 3. Right click. Edit with Notepad++. Yes. Now, the easiest one to start with is the QCI. Okay. Whoa, what'd you do? Oh, okay. Okay, you want to delete the first 2 lines, the CD and the model name lines. Just delete them.
Delete the first 2 lines.
Save it.
Do I leave that one blank line? Oh, wait, it didn't delete both of them, did it? Oh, yeah, it did. Never mind.
Yeah, it did. Okay, save. Just a little button at the top there. Okay, next one.
Save and... Want me to close it?
World H. No, leave it open. We'll probably need it later.
Okay.
Next
Okay.
file. Okay,
Same thing?
you want to select No. Actually the inverse. We want to delete everything.
Okay.
There's an easy way to do it. If at that point you press Control Shift End, it'll go to the end of the file. Check that out. See, I know all kinds of shortcuts. Press Delete. Go ahead and save it. We'll still need to modify it, but that's good enough for the moment. Yeah, do the same to that one.
Exact same?
Yep. Line 3 all the way down.
I pushed the wrong button.
Control Shift End. Okay. Now for those two files, go ahead and delete that top line, the CD line, while I look up what's needed next.
Alright, so deleting the top line. And deleting the top line. Alright, they're both deleted.
Oh, let me think. What do you got there? Oh, that was from... Okay. Starting at where it says player, we want to put in our own folder. We want to put in survivors / survivor _ coach.mdl. Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong one. That's the one we want for the L42. No, leave... yeah. Keep survivors in there.
Is it survivor or survivors?
Okay. It's plural. It has the S. Now put custom. Even that caps lock.
It's because caps lock is my toggle
delete
for
everything up to Sailor Jupiter. .mdu.
Like that?
Now that's the custom name. We might need to make that custom folder because I don't know if it'll create it. Get to that. So survivors, custom, and then that'll be your custom model name.
Okay.
Make sense? So you can save that file. We still need to add a line to it, but we can get to that.
I'm really glad this is being recorded.
The L42 file, the third one there. We want to change that to survivors / survivor _ coach.mda. That's the real one. That's the one that'll be put in the PPK.
I'm sorry, you said survivor / survivor _ coach MDL?
Yeah, look at the end there. Delete everything else.
And it's survivor, not survivors?
The first survivor is there's an S there. There you go.
Save?
Yeah, save it. Okay. The QC file, we have two of them because we want to have a different model name, like we just changed. So the one we're looking at now for L42 is the one that's going to put it in that survivor. Oh, that's not right.
That is always great to hear.
Oh, yeah, it is. Sorry. I had to think for a moment. I mean, it must be right. I've been using it, so it just looked funny. What that's going to do is put in that, like I showed you yesterday, the Left 4 Dead folder, and then there's a models folder, and then within that there's survivors and so on. So that's where it's going to put. And actually, we need to go to that folder now.
I'm already on
so
it.
We can create the custom folder. So new folder.
Custom or customs, plural?
No, just singular.
Okay.
At least that's what I use.
Done?
Okay. Now.
Should it be coach? Shouldn't it be named slightly different so it doesn't pull up the one in the pack 0 thingy?
Now it needs to be exactly the same because this will be the actual one we put in the add-on DPK.
Oh, I see.
That will replace coach. Yeah. That's why it says L42, so I know it's from the game. Okay, we want to make a new line in this file.
This particular one? Okay.
Okay, $include. Space and then a double quote. And type in that first file name that's shown in Notepad++. Right there. Perfect. Now do that for the other QC file. Or you can copy paste the same line. And we should be good to go.
So now I can hit it?
Now, quick rundown. Well, so what we're going to do is we're going to double click the BAT file, and it's going to delete your entire hard drive. No. You should probably look just to satisfy yourself and do something funky with your computer. But generally what the BAT file is going to do is it's going to call something called studiomdl.exe from Valve stuff. It's the tool that actually compiles everything. And it uses a QC file. So I have a little menu system. And you're going to choose 1 so we can view this model we made. The model. It took a little bit of time. Go back to the file window. There should be a log file at the top. Near the top. Right click, open in Notepad++. Ooh, not Notepad. No, get it off of there. Go away.
I love it. Alright.
So we quickly view down. I can tell just by looking at it, everything's going okay. Scroll down. It's just giving information so you can, so at the bottom there, it shows that it completed. Oh, you could have left that log file in there.
It's not a big deal. I like to keep things
now
tidy.
Open up the model viewer. We can see how bad this looks.
And if you followed my tutorial on L4Dmaps.com,
Didn't you have a shortcut on your desktop?
I do. Just 1 second. I'm explaining to the streaming how to go look up the tutorial. If you follow the tutorial on L4Dmaps.com, in the forums, you'll see it on how to basically do what we're about to do here. So you can just open up the Half-Life model viewer without having to go into the Left 4 Dead authoring tools, etc.
I thought it was recording my voice too.
It is recording your voice as well. But if I'm not pushing caps lock,
Oh, right.
you're not hearing me, but they are.
Yeah.
They that don't exist.
So yeah, file, load model. And it shows the models full. And we've made a custom. Oh, sorry. You go to survivors and then custom. Yeah. And look, something came in. Very nice.
What's up with her face?
I don't know. You keep moving it around. I can't see anything. So maximize the window. Now go to options at the menu bar. Center view. Yeah, try it again. Option center view.
Oops. Oops, I pushed center vert
Whoa.
that time. Sorry.
Okay.
I keep pushing it.
Go to the right of the model in the empty space. Whoa, what are you doing?
I'm moving it because I didn't like not looking at her.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, the reason she's showing up with the checkerboard pattern is because we don't have the textures assigned to her. So this is okay. It's just showing that we don't have textures assigned. If you go to the tabs at the bottom, I think the third one, model tab, it'll say that it's trying to find textures. Yeah, error. That means it's missing texture. So it's not finding the VMT files.
Totally makes sense. So what he's basically saying is checkerboard because there's no texture files.
Now,
because we haven't done that step yet.
go to the second tab called sequence. This is where we see the animation and how badly. So that first one is the only one we need to mess with. Whoa, click it again. There should be a list that comes up. Oh, okay. Well, we did something wrong. There should be a whole big list of them.
Are you sure we did something wrong?
There we go. Well, of course we did something wrong. Nobody else was doing this.
Could be, no, I mean like it could be the Half-Life model viewer. That's all I'm saying.
No. It's because we missed something in our little setup. But we can see the model, so.
Alright, so where did we mess up? Well,
obviously we messed up something on the animation, so we could go back into Blender and start there.
Alright, so I'll go ahead and close this out then. Minimize this, close this, close this. Back into Blender we go. Hello, Sailor Jupiter.
Okay, let me take over for a few seconds here. So looking at the mesh, I'm going to look at something called vertex groups. It's calling it object data, sorry. And here are the vertex groups. These are essentially what's set up when we did that Control P earlier to attach the skeleton to the mesh, which also added this modifier thingy. Now, over here for the mesh, we can go into what's called weight paint mode. And then select one of the vertex group. It'll find one that's going to be somewhat obvious here.
Okay, so.
Ooh. Ruby.
What? What's wrong?
I'm trying to move it to the top. It's just being a pain. Okay, so, yeah. No, that's not showing anything. Okay. If you look closely, we can see that it did. It doesn't like my mouse clicks. I was going to rotate it so you could see the left thigh there that we have selected. You want to use the middle mouse button. Whoa.
That's what I'm trying to do, but I think you are as well, so it's screwing with it. Hold on.
I have my hand off the mouse.
There. How's that?
Yeah, that was a bit closer than I needed, but that's alright.
I was going to zoom out, but you took the mouse.
We'll go back over to vertex group and look for the head. That'll be more obvious. Yeah, there we go. Now, of course, you have to scroll out.
I'm not
Or zoom out, rather.
comfortable with the...
Use the middle mouse wheel and zoom out. There you go. See how it's all colored?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This shows the weighting of those vertices in the head to the bone called BIP01 underscore head 1.
Now, to those of us that don't understand weighting...
Well, I was about to tell you. Yeah, the reddish color on the back means that those vertices have a weight of 1 or close to 1. The values go from 0 to 1. 0 meaning no effect, to 1 meaning full effect. And then the colors going from red to green and then on to blue. So the red means it's mostly affected, a full weighting. Now, that in general, that might not make sense until you get to joints like at elbows and shoulders and such, where the colors will make a difference. For the head, the entire head should be red. That's one problem, because in the auto, when we did that Control P to connect the mesh to the skeleton, it did that auto weighting. And it did it somewhat by textures, and it has some internal algorithm. But it obviously doesn't do it completely right. It probably assigns some of the front part of the face area to different bones that it shouldn't have. That whole head should be one big red spot.
Okay.
That's a short explanation. I know it's probably not very
the
clear,
whole
but
the whole head needs to have
maybe later on I can clarify it more. My throat's getting all weird.
Are you basically saying that the whole head needs to have the same weight because it moves all at once anyways?
In this case, yeah.
It moves as one solid mass, so it needs to have the same
Exactly.
mass.
Anyway, if you just click through the various vertex groups, you can see the different colorations that it assigns. So yeah, that forward, anything that's not BIP01 underscore should not have a weight at all assigned to it. So in the auto weighting, I skipped a step. We should have told it which bones not to assign anything to, but I forgot to do that. But that'll be the next tutorial. Or the next random rambling bisecting call.
Okay.
Okay, so this is telling us that it did assign this stuff. So to me, the animation's not showing up in the model viewer is not caused by Blender, because it looks like this is set up properly. Well, the animations will be bad. Lacking the animation names altogether is an issue at the moment.
So we're back to what I said originally. Maybe it has something to do with HLMV not being set up properly.
No. Most likely it's the QC file. So that's where we're going to go.
Okay.
Although we've renamed it to the QCI file.
Okay.
So...
Am I editing it, or?
Yes, Notepad++.
And what now?
Okay. Well, I can already tell that, oh yeah, we don't have the right QC information in here. This, custom Sailor Jupiter that you got from probably Gary's mod,
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that we were using, the QC file from that. What we should be doing is starting off with the QC file from Coach
Okay.
and modifying that. Although keep this one open. We probably want to rename this
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and find Coach then.
one. Yeah, copy Coach's MDL decompile .qc file back to that folder where we were just at.
Alright.
Oh, I see Nick ate a green right there.
At least you know I wasn't just blowing smoke. So since you had me keep the original,
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you override or rename it. Because we need to rename it back to the, yeah. Yeah, you learn quickly.
what was it? Was it World or I can't remember the name? Oh no, never mind. It's right there. Never mind.
Yeah, world. Yep.
Okay, now what?
Okay, so this is Coach. So now, the first thing to do is delete, of course, the first two lines, because we have those in the other two files.
Oopsie. Got a little overzealous with the delete. Huh.
Okay, now, right click. Here, I'll do it. Watch. Yeah, let go of the cursor.
I'm not touching anything.
Yeah, it's going whack. Okay. So if we move to other view, it's going to split the screen in Notepad++. Make it easier.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, so we have the Sailor Jupiter from Gary's mod info over on the left, and we have the one we got from Code, which has most of the right stuff, such as all the attachments to the proper bones and such.
Okay.
See, there are fewer attachments over here, different skeletons. But because Gary's mod is a source engine, it's very similar.
Okay.
So one of the things to note too, line 23 over here says surface prop metal. She's obviously not metal. she's supposed to be flesh, so yeah. I think that might affect when bullets are shot at her and she bleeds instead of going ding, whatever. I'm not real sure.
That's kind of cool that if she goes ding.
Yeah. So, okay, now I'm thinking I see the exact reason we didn't see animation. Because we included the wrong animation file. So here are the coach's animation files. So now we'll get that list probably. But we need to tell it which SMD files to use. So I'm going to let you can take over the mouse. Copy that model line at the top there and copy it to the first line on the in coaches or on the right.
Did I need that open
Okay.
bracket?
Yes. Yes, I was about to say that. Put a space and then an open bracket. And it's important to keep that for the model command. It's important to keep the brace on the same line. It's very annoying, but in that case, it needs it on the same line.
Okay, now what?
Okay. And in that file, we need to change that CD materials line to point to the right texture folder. It should be the same as line 5 in the left file.
But this is presuming that I copy the materials like that, right?
Well, which you will later.
I mean, shouldn't I change this to CD material? Exactly. Shouldn't I change this to CDs, models, survivors, Jupiter, or something like that? And then change.
I would, yes. That's what I would do. Change coach to Sailor Jupiter. That's a good idea.
Stupid caps lock.
I usually use the same name as the model. And use underscores instead of spaces.
I just said screw you, spaces.
That's fine. Alright, so I'm briefly looking through here to see what else might be needed. The texture group. I don't see that in the other file. So we'll have to manually put those in at some point.
Okay.
Okay, in that right file, scroll down a little bit, past the attachments.
Are you holding control?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'll change my hotkey again.
Alright, so past the attachments?
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so we have the include models, which is essentially bringing in the animation, or referring to them, to be technically correct. And what else we got? Okay, so that first sequence line says Jack FPS 30 on line 59.
Yeah.
We need to change that.
Okay, what is it supposed to say?
Probably the same as line 1 in the left file. You want it to be Sailor underscore Jupiter.
Okay,
so you can copy paste Sailor underscore Jupiter over Jack and Jack.
Like
Looks
that?
good. Yeah, you can go ahead and delete the jiggle bone stuff. We don't have those yet. Yeah, scroll down. We'll see where the end of it is.
Are all the jiggle bones? Do I
Sorry.
delete the whole thing?
There are entire blocks. Let me try. Yeah, there you go.
Did you just say let me drive, by the way?
I said let me try it. She's already taken control. Keep going down.
Keep going? Okay. Anything that says jiggle bone period, no matter how it changes, right?
Yeah. It's just all... Okay, yeah. That should be the end of it.
Done? Is it okay to leave these excess lines?
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Blank lines are okay. Okay, that stuff looks okay. Going down, I think collision joints, that block there is the last thing. I want to make sure.
Looks like it.
Okay. Yeah, scroll back up to the sequence lines again. Just as a final check here. But all that should be about the same, no matter which one. Anytime you're replacing code, it should generally be that process.
Okay.
And it's the same for the other. You just change the sequence lines, the model line, texture.
Okay.
All right, that all looks good. So save that file, and we can. If you still have that bat file open, you could just press 1 again and recompile.
I don't. I'm anal.
Oh, you do have it open.
No, I just finished it quickly. Does that look normal? Doesn't look normal to me.
No, okay, hold on. Sorry, it takes about 5 to 10 seconds before I see what's actually there.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Okay, it's saying unknown attachment link, which, why is that missing? Okay, let's check the QCI file again.
There is a weapon bone, isn't that what they're talking about there?
It might be. Go back. Yeah, but we need to look at the QCI file.
Okay. Do you need the other one back open again?
No. Just this one. Alright, it should be somewhere in that attachments line. Yes, the first one, line 24.
What am I looking for?
Well, okay, the attachment line is saying something like make L underscore weapon underscore bone an internal name to refer to an attachment that actually links up to the bone valve pipette dot L underscore weapon underscore bone. And that seems correct to me, so I have to think of it.
Okay.
Show it, scroll down so all the attachments show at the same time. Okay, let's make sure it's only once. I don't know exactly what's going on. It almost sounds like it, yeah, go back to Blender. I just got an idea.
back.
Alright, I'm going to move the mouse.
Take it over. Did you mean to keep Coach's mesh still? I'm just wondering.
Yeah, because having it there to refer to line stuff up can be handy. Or at least I do.
Okay.
I'm opening up the skeleton here to see if the L weapon bone is listed. I would expect it to be, but maybe it's still a whole. Well, I'll just look.
If you can find it under the vertex groups, I have it selected. I don't know if that helps. The upper arm's connected to the forearm. The forearm's connected to the left hand. Left hand's connected to the weapon bone. Except apparently it's not there.
Well, it should be.
There it is.
Yeah, it is there. So I'm a little confused. Let's go back to the QCI file, and we'll comment it out. That one line. See if that helps.
Weapon bone seems important.
It's how it determines where to hold the second pistol, I think, and maybe how to hold melee weapons, two-handed weapons.
Commenting out is what?
Look at the line above it.
Okay. Whoops. Oopsie.
Okay, save it, and then go back to the bat window. To the bat window. Show the back here.
Compiling.
Yeah, I did it really quickly, so there was probably another error. If you go back to Notepad++, it should automatically say the... Yeah, here, stop. Close this window. I'll teach you another trick.
Okay.
You gotta stop closing windows. Go back to Notepad++.
Okay.
Oh, you don't have it open there yet. Alright, go back and edit the log file with Notepad++. Okay, and leave this one open. Whenever we recompile, when we come back to Notepad++, it'll ask us, do you want to update? And then we can just say yes, and it'll give us the new file. So, just like that, that's fine. And now it's saying a different one is the problem.
Bandage.
I've seen this before, but I don't remember what the cause is at the moment.
Maybe you can bother Lanky.
Oh, he's probably offline.
No, I mean, not now.
It is 4 o'clock in the morning.
I don't mean now. We should probably wrap this up. Do you want to use this stream to show Lanky what's going on? And then we'll pick this up at a later point?
I guess.
Or do you want to just keep commenting things out?
Yeah, keep commenting things out. I hate seeing errors before I finish. Eventually I'll remember what the problem is. Fix it.
I don't see attach bandage, so you're gonna have to help me find it.
Oh, you're right. Interesting. Oh, line 47. No, line 46.
It's probably gonna be both of them.
You probably need... Yeah, I was about to say, just comment out 46, 47, 48, 49. Because for some reason it's probably going to complain about all of them. Just press 1.
That looks more promising.
Now, click on Notepad++. It should ask you. Yep.
That looks much better.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna go back to here, and then I'm gonna go...
No closing.
Oh, too late.
Yeah, by the time you said it, you probably already did.
Yeah, I did it.
Yeah, you could have kept the viewer open, too.
I'm trying to do as little lag for you as earthly possible, okay?
Oh, well, having the windows open isn't going to be extra laggy. No matter what you have on the screen, it won't make a difference.
Root.
Very interesting. Of course, the first thing I have to wonder is why does it show up like that?
What do you mean?
Go to Options and View. Well, it's not showing up the way I expected.
What view?
Go to the View menu option. Next one over. Disable. Yeah, click on Show Activities so it goes away. There we go. Oh, yeah, much better. Now click on Idle Standing. Well, Idle Standing Pistol is a good right near the top, third one. And there you go.
Actually, it looks pretty good.
Yikes. It's only updating about halfway as you're rotating. So I get bits and pieces of different rotations. If you look, it looks like her neck is stretched. That's the first thing.
It does look a little bit stretched, yeah.
So that and work. And you can, oh yeah, when you do crouching, you'll see probably weirdness in legs and knees and such.
Very pointy knees.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised it's that good, actually. So yeah, you can go through different animations and see how it's going to look in game, because as far as I know, that's really close to how it looks in game. If not exactly how it looks in game.
I can bring over the... Go ahead.
One animation I usually look at is the ladder ascent. I forget exactly how it's called. It's usually about midway through the list. Because if you have that one running, it goes through different motions of the house. It goes through different motions of the...
I don't understand. What do you mean?
Go back to the viewer.
One sec here. Sorry, I was going to bring in the textures. But okay, back to the viewer.
Yeah, stop for a moment.
I am.
Let me control the mouse.
I'm let go.
You want to go to that sequence list at the bottom there.
Okay.
where we were going through the different animations.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Alright, now somewhere probably midway in the list, there's one that's something ascending ladder or something like that.
Got running.
Yeah, just kind of scroll through it.
In cap. Jumping ladder ascend.
Yeah.
Oh, it comes with sound. That's nice.
Oh, right, I forgot about that. Okay,
Whoa, look at the knee.
yeah. But see how it moves the arms and the leg?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I could move the blast pointer here. Yeah, it just will not let me move the pointer. Alright, go to the first tab called Render. Okay, the third column near the bottom, it says Play Sounds Disabled. So we don't
thank you.
have that in our little... Okay, now go back to Sequence. See at the very bottom of the window, bottom left, it says Frame. Just click anywhere on that little bar that's moving. That'll stop the animation, I think. Okay, good. Now, maybe I can move the pointer. Oh, no, wait, it's still moving.
That was me fucking with it. I'm sorry. I didn't know why you were stopping it. I was just having fun.
Alright, this is why I'm telling you to stop it, so I can show you something else.
Sorry, I
But
stopped
you need to stop moving the cursor.
I'm not touching. My hand is off the mouse.
Yeah, it's going all over the place.
On mine, the
Okay.
mouse is just sitting by blend now. There you go.
Okay, right there, the speed scale. It's all the way to the left, which means it stopped the animation. You can click on this bar to make it move faster or slower.
Oh, neat.
At the bottom, this frame says which frame to be on.
Yeah, that I figured out on my own.
So we can stop it. And then just go through the frames manually. See that?
Yep.
Of course, it's completely choppy on the end, but you get the gist, I think.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to show you.
Okay.
That helps with determining where you need to change the weights so that it's smoother in certain places, particularly the knees in this case.
Yeah, the knees are really bad in this one. You want me to bring over the textures? That'll help too.
Yeah, let's do that.
So what did we call them again?
Let's see if you remember.
I think we called it models. Then I think we just did Jupiter. Sailor Jupiter, one word.
Should be under survivors, though.
Model survivors, you said?
Yeah, at least that's how I do it. I don't know what we set up in the file, but that can be quickly changed. We'll probably have to modify the QCI also. Well, maybe.
I think it was like that, right? Model survivors, Sailor Jupiter, and then the files. Nope, not right, because I pushed F5 and nothing happened.
Right. Well, there's a couple of things that we need to be aware of. First, we have to make sure the QCI file is right. We also need to change the VMT files to be right. Because the VMT files
They should be
need
all
to point to the
correct.
VTF file.
Oh, you mean like the
They
position, the place where they are, right?
You can modify those in Notepad++, by the way. It's survivors with an S on the end.
Thanks.
Is it just using two textures?
Oh, is this something that you don't know about? It refers to the bump map separately.
No, not that.
What do you mean then?
I meant there are only two texture
I
files
didn't
for this
see.
model.
I wasn't paying enough attention to find out. Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like Alright, I guess F5 back on the...
That's gonna make skinning it a pain in the ass.
What do you mean?
It means it's gonna be... Well, look, here you can see yourself.
Oh, you mean skinning as in retexturing?
Yeah. Oh, apparently I cannot do GIMP with everything else that's going on. It will kill itself. My computer's like, nope, I'm sorry. It's too much. You got Ventrilo using your up speed. You got Blender going on. You're doing a Twitch thing. And you have a log me in session. No, fuck you. I'm not doing it. You clearly overestimate me.
Why is it not going to the viewer?
What do you mean?
Refresh.
Well, face is still jacked up.
Ta-da. I guess you missed a file or something.
Must have. That's what I was just thinking. No. This is how she decompiled. And there's not an extra VMT that I missed.
Just double click on the VTF.
Model, Survivor, Sailor Jupiter.
You're missing an S at the end.
Where? God bless it.
In there.
Stupid S.
Do it a few times. And
There we go.
Yeah, you'll eventually remember by heart. Whoa.
So reskinning this.
Well, it's lower res textures.
Yeah.
Wow, that came out a bit better than I expected, that's for sure.
She's got saggy old woman boobs. And she's got some collision detection errors on her ass.
Well, The chest probably was stretched too.
Arms jacked up. See how it's not connected to the shoulder?
So now you see why you have to match up the mesh as much as possible to coach before attaching the skeleton.
She stretched really weird. Yeah, and her neck is really messed up. Yeah, Jupiter was always my favorite. And her thumb's messed up, and her index finger's messed up. Looks like she's flying.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we managed this, so you want to pick it up here next time?
Yeah, I'm not sure what else to show, because a lot of it's going to require manipulating the model and vertexes, rigging stuff, and I don't think this is going to be fast enough to be doable from my end.
I see. Well,
so you might have to learn some of this on your own.
Should I save this as like a 2?
Sure. I could also show you at a later point how to get the textures in here. Actually, yeah, there are only 2 textures we could have done that. If you need to go to sleep, I understand.
I probably should. I do have work tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, technically I do too. But I make my own hours.
And I work from home.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream here, and we will pick up at a later point, maybe. The finishing touches. Would you like me to send you over these Blender files and the Jupyter files and stuff, and you can fuck with them?
Yikes. That would require work on my part.
That's unfortunately kind of what life is about.
Well, we'll discuss it later. But right now, yeah, don't confuse me.
Okie dokie. So, you want to say goodbye to the internet?
Goodbye, Internet.
Alright. Stopping the broadcast.